Hey, Lee Constantinu here, and today I have the privilege of meeting single mom and online coaching graduate Kerry, who is an inspirational woman, and today we're going to talk about her experience inside the program and what life has been like for her since we've been working together. Okay, Kerry, so I want to start by taking you back, like way before we met, before like you wanted to take control of your health and your body. What was life like way back, kind of college days?
Okay, I went to Boise State University, go Broncos, and I was a cheerleader for all 4 years, and my life was really active. I was always, practicing for 2 hours every day, very physical. We had games, we had competitions, so I was always on the go. And I also was in great shape in college, and so soon after that I got married and I had my son, and he is amazing and so active. He's almost 2 now, and after having my son, it was really hard to feel like myself, just because I had spent my whole life being very active, being in shape, never really having to worry about what I had to eat or working out, things like that. And so I kind of lost myself throughout my experience of being a mom. Your body goes through so many changes, and so I really decided that I needed to do something about it.
So like just before we met and connected, what was life like? How were you feeling at that moment before we kind of connected with each other?
To be 100% honest, I was going through a lot of really hard times in my life. I was in a really just negative relationship and decided to file for divorce. And so it was really hard for me emotionally and mentally, and not only that, but I also had my son to care for, 100% of the time on my own. And so I was just really probably in the worst rut, I guess you could say, in my entire life. And it really started taking a toll on not only my mental health, but my physical health. And so I just felt really lost.
Yeah. I remember. It was a tough time because we spoke, and you were just at this moment, this crossroad where you knew something had to be done, but you were stuck and didn't know what to do, right?
Yeah.
But you knew you wanted to do something, and I guess that's when we connected. And so with like the thousands of coaches and trainers out there and choice that you have, like why did you choose to get in touch with me and join the program?
I actually saw, I follow bodybuilding.com, I follow their Instagram page, and I saw one of your little snippets that you had on there, and I was like, oh, who's this? And so I just went to your Instagram and I started following you, and I loved the mindset stuff that you talked about. Like, I found myself watching your stories all the time, and so I guess that's probably kind of what attracted me to you as a coach the most, was the mindset aspect, because I've worked in the gym, I've had multiple trainers, I know how to work out, I know how to eat, I know how to do all the right things, but to me it was so much more than just getting a coach to tell you what to do. It was finding somebody who could help train your mindset and put you on the right path to making the choices yourself, and not having to really look back for help in other areas, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Hello!
Finally!
Oh my gosh.
You're smaller in real life.
Well, I'm tiny.
Coming.
Okay.
All right, Kerry. So like, what were some of the solutions that we came up with? What were some of the things you've learned in this time? And what were the things that we've done to get you to where you are right now?
I think one of the biggest things that was really helpful was not having to train every single day. I had a really good schedule of training 3 days a week, which worked really great with my schedule of being a teacher and having to look after my son, and basically doing a million other things on the side. I have my own side business that I run as well. So that was really helpful. The diet plan was also really great because I loved how in the beginning it was a little bit rigid, trying to, I guess, just learn about, measuring out your food and really trying to conceptualize what it meant to be conscious of what you're eating every day. And so that was great. But then as the program went along, it was a little bit more open for me to start making my own choices, which was great because I learned how to, choose one thing over the other, but still not really change my macros that much. And by the end, I'm able to choose everything that I want to eat every day. And so that's been really great. And then I would also say all of the support with the, Facebook community that we have, and the mindset calls and the weekly check-ins were probably the best, just because it's nice to, that's why you have, that's usually why you hire a coach, right? Is to make sure that someone's on you about making sure you're doing everything right. But ours were always really comfortable and always ended up being a good way to, just get me back on track.
Yeah, and the conversations that we kind of had were more open. It wasn't just about like training and diet. It was kind of about life, wasn't it? What was going on and talking about things.
Which is another reason, why I'm so glad that I did end up with you as my trainer, because it's not just about training. Like, so many people think that it's just about going to the gym and getting in the right food and then you'll get these amazing results. And there's so much more that goes into it as far as, your emotional state and what your mindset looks like, and that can change from week to week. So that was always really helpful.
And like with your social life and, going through Christmas and the holidays, were you able to find balance with your diet and your eating and still be able to enjoy yourself? Yeah,
I really learned through all of this that there's a lot that you do behind closed doors that really matters. For example, you're getting ready for Christmas. I'm a teacher, so I have 2 weeks off, which is great. But it can also be a little bit troublesome if you're not, careful about what you're eating or what your days look like. And so to me, doing that same thing that I was doing day to day beforehand didn't change through that break. And it was something that I did behind closed doors, meaning I'm not always going to be at a party. I'm not always going to have family over. But then when I did have family over, I was able to still enjoy myself and not feel guilty about it, which was a huge obstacle that I overcame. And
so let's talk about the results. Right? Everybody wants to know about what you've achieved.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about what you've achieved in this time working together. Like what were you weighing before? Where are you now? Okay. And tell me about how you feel as well.
Well, I'll save the weight till the end because that one is really exciting. I feel like a totally different person. I really do. I feel like my entire, I know it sounds kind of silly, but my entire viewpoint on life has totally changed. When you start to take care of yourself and invest in yourself, you start to really see how that affects not only you and how you feel every day, but how it affects the people around you. My relationship with my son is just amazing right now, which can be hard with a toddler. It's not amazing every day, but from where I am now to where I was before, it's a huge difference.
Can you run around after him a bit more?
Oh my gosh,
keep up with him?
Yeah, I can keep up with him way more than I did before. And it's starting to impact not only my decisions, but my family is starting to be more conscious of certain things, and my friends. Wow. It's impacted my little side business that I have going on really well. And my whole mindset is just totally changed, and I've lost 16 pounds. So.
16 pounds?
16 pounds, yes.
You lost 16 pounds. So to translate that, that's 8 kilograms for anybody in the UK. And that is just over 1 stone.
Yeah.
Of body fat.
Yeah.
Gone. And never coming back?
Never coming back, ever. Ever.
Crazy. Like, that is insane progress. And a lot of people look at that and go, oh, well, this person lost 100 pounds and this person lost 50 pounds. But when you look at how you've managed to keep your life in check and make progress with everything going on with your side business, with your teaching and with your son, and still make this kind of progress and get through the personal struggles and challenges you've had. It's crazy, and this is just the start, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's funny because even though the program's done, I don't feel done. Like, I don't feel like it's done at all. So I'm excited to see even, you know, further down the road where it goes.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah.
All right, Kerry, for anybody who's watching this, who's feeling inspired right now, can you share a few words to maybe encourage them to reach out to get the help that they might need?
Yeah. I guess I can start by saying that it took a lot of time for me to realize my own self-worth and realize that I was worth making the investment of looking for a healthier body and mind. And another thing is that nobody can really do that on their own. In my opinion, you need a ton of support. You need support from friends and family, but not only that, but someone who is professional and someone who knows exactly what they're talking about, which in our world of social media and internet, we can go through any sort of venture, YouTube, some sort of, you know, workout program online. You can find anything that you want online, but it's completely different than actually having one-on-one conversations and, you know, talk about where you are personally at in your life and how that's affecting maybe your gym sessions or maybe your eating, because it's not all individualized. It all comes together in how you're feeling as a whole. And so if you are even thinking about it, I would just email him or send him a message, let him know that it's on your mind. That's exactly what I did. And I was really kind of nervous and standoffish about emailing him, but once I did, I was really excited because, you know, I knew that it would be a lot more than just your average trainer at the gym.
I appreciate that, Kerry. Thank you for the nice words.
Yeah.
And for this conversation.
Yeah.
And the cuddle.
The cuddle.
Celebrate your amazing progress. So well done again. And thank you for this time and sharing your experience with us.
I'm excited.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.